Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys a brand new video today talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield, and boy, do I have an incredible video for you guys today. One of my pals, Sebpro, is actually at E3, and he filmed a demo of the Pokemon Sword and Shield demo at the Nintendo booth at E3. I have the footage here. I reached out to him. He's a follower of aDrive, which is pretty darn cool, and he said I could use his video and his footage with permission, so you can check out his information in the description below. And I want to shout out to my man Seb for letting me use his footage. I haven't even watched it yet. I thought it'd be fun to react over it instead for you guys, and we can watch it together. So let's jump into it, man. This is the full demo at E3. As you can see, obviously it's camera quality, but you can see my dude walking into the water type gym, which is where Nessa, the water type gym leader, is gonna be. We can see scenes of the camera panning. We can see where the gym leader is hiding behind that door, and there's a little bit of a puzzle, it looks like, that's gonna be kind of forcing you to get through it. So this Pokemon gym has a challenge for you. You have to find your way through the gym, defeat the gym leader, and there's a maze blocking your path. Try pressing the red button over there, and if you like it, I can heal you up at any time. So he actually says he can heal you up. I'm actually gonna move my face cam here in a second. So give me a second. I'm gonna move my face cam actually up here to try to not block. I didn't actually expect that to block stuff, but we'll just move stuff up here. Editing at its finest. Be sure to hit that like button down below, by the way, guys, and subscribe if you guys are new. Looks like you take on Last Emily first. She's got a Vulpix, so Vulpix confirmed in the Galar region. And I gotta say, I had a video actually planned earlier today that I took down, or I didn't post actually, where I was gonna talk to you guys about kind of a little bit of disappointment over the fact that the Galar region isn't gonna be the complete Pokedex. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm still excited for you know, Sword and Shield, and I think it'll be a great game. So he's actually showing off some of the stuff. I have some other information here as well, so we can kind of look at a couple things. Looking at Sabo Stats, he actually shows all the summaries. Korbinite seems to be a physical attacker with a good speed stat. That's pretty interesting to note. Sabo is a special attacker with a decent speed stat, actually. It looks like it's pretty fast. And Grookey seems to be all around relatively bulky, but more of a physical attacker. You can see its attack stat is really good. A really good HP stat as well. Actually, they all have the same HP stat, rather, but Grookey seems to be pretty defensive there. Wooloo, for example, is going to be a massive HP stat and pretty all around. It's pretty assumed that this thing is going to evolve, and it does have Cotton Guard, which is going to pair with its fluffy ability and give it an incredible defense stat. Cotton Guard raises your defense by 3 stages for those who don't know, so that's actually really cool. Korver Knight is very neat. We actually ran a calc on the side here, some of my buddies. And Korbinite's base stats, if you kind of minimize some stuff, it looks like it's going to be sitting at about 109 base HP, and then its defense is going to be 113. Here's actually Yamper. I'll talk about Yamper really quickly, and then we'll kind of jump back into Korbinite. Massive HP for Yamper, really bad stats all around. I do think this thing's going to evolve. We'll talk about that in a separate video. There's actually some stuff that may indicate what its evolved form might actually look like. So shouts to my man for actually showing everything. You got all these different moves. We get to see the moves in kind of full effect here. And Sabo, hopefully he goes for Water Pulse because Sabo is a special attacker. So here's the animation for Water Pulse, getting to see it. Looks super duper good, and that Vulpix is gonna get wrecked. I feel like my face cam just continues to be in the way. I'm gonna get rid of the face cam box. I'm gonna move my face cam back over here, and I'm sorry to keep jumping all over, but that Vulpix just got wrecked. This is a demo, so I'm assuming the Pokemon that the trainers have in the gym obviously are just random, because why would this lady have a Vulpix if this is the water type gym? You know what I mean? So I know you got to press these buttons to keep the puzzle going. That's pretty cool. But talking about Korbinite, for an example right now, the base HP stat on Korbinite is roughly 109. Its base attack is roughly 95. Its base defense is 113. Its base special defense is 93. Its special attack is 71, so pretty low. And its speed is 75. So Korbinite looks to be kind of like Skarmory. A little bit more offensive and a little less defensive, but a little bit more well-rounded bulk. It may evolve. Corviknight with an Eviolite would be insane, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. This trainer's got a Gossifleur, and we can further assume that obviously this this demo here, we can assume that this this gym is actually programmed for this demo. But he's gonna swap out a Sabo and go right into, I'm assuming, Scorbunny. Here comes a Scorbunny to deal with the grass type Gossifleur, which apparently learns Hyper Voice. Very interesting to see that. That's the first time I've actually seen that, Hyper Voice. And we know this thing gets Flame Charge, Double Edge, Headbutt, so some really cool moves there for Scorbunny. And Scorbunny's got a really good attack stat, as we saw. Really good attack, decent speed. That's actually gonna one-shot Gossifleur, which of course is the pre-evolved form of Eldegoss. And that dude's got the t-shirt that we keep talking about that potentially is showing off a new Pokemon, a Chipmunk or Squirrel Pokemon. So very, very cool stuff there. You're going to hit the button. You're going to be able to work your way and kind of work your way up. We're actually going to be able to see Dynamaxing here pretty shortly as well, which is very, very sick. I'm excited, dude. This is so cool. So you can see the little puzzle of doing all the different waterfalls and kind of working your way up the map. The camera kind of pans out. We're going to see all these waterfalls still coming through. Very, very cool. And it looks like there's another trainer up ahead. We'll see him battle that. We'll see what this trainer has. They're going to use their favorite move on him, so we'll see. And actually, if you kind of, I know it's easy to look at the TV screen, but the stadium that they're all in, and there it is, the brand new Pokemon. We get to see a little bit of information about this guy. That's actually really cool. This is Impidimp. Now, Impidimp is a Fairy and Dark-type Pokemon. It is the first Fairy Dark-type Pokemon ever. We've actually never had that typing before. And it does learn Sucker Punch, but it's going to fail because he went for Soak, so pro strats there. Maybe he's going to switch in a Grookey and go for a Grass-type move now. That would actually be pretty funny. But he's going to swap him away from being Fairy and Dark, which is a great typing, by the way. Has a couple weaknesses, but offensively is a very, very good typing. But he's going to swap out and go into Grookey. Obviously, now that Impidimp is a water type, he's got Assurance. Very much so reminds me of Sableye, obviously, being, you know, dark, having things like Sucker Punch and stuff. But he's got Razor Leaf Knockoff, and, you know, I'm not going to make any assumptions here that Grookey is going to be a dark type, but it is interesting that it learns both Taunt and Knockoff. Could just be coincidence. There's other Pokemon that learn Taunt and Knockoff that aren't dark types, but very interesting that it does learn both of those moves. So maybe a little bit of potential indicator there, but the leaks have shown us that Grookey's going to evolve into a drumming gorilla-type Pokemon, obviously leaning towards a physical attack stat, good natural bulk, it seems. Whereas the other two starters, one is physical, one is special, both seem to be a little on the faster side, which would be a nice change of pace from the starters in Sun and Moon and the Alola region, which were all dreadfully slow, right? I mean, when we think about Primarina, we think about Incineroar and Decidueye, all of them are very, very slow Pokemon. So my man here is trying to figure out this little puzzle. He's hitting some buttons, he's moving around, trying to figure out how do I get to the gym leader. And I think he might actually be pretty darn close to the gym leader if he maybe gets through one more button push here. We'll see. I don't know if he's interacting with the people at the booth itself, but definitely some pretty hype stuff. And maybe we'll actually see Yamper. We haven't seen Yamper yet, so perhaps we'll see the new electric Corgi Pokemon. And if you didn't see my video on that, there's been more information that has come out since then. But the new electric Corgi Pokemon has been confirmed, which was something that we actually kind of had in the leak that came out a few weeks ago that we covered last week. So my dude's all the way back to the beginning. He's actually going to heal up his team. That's a really cool feature, especially in a gym that has a puzzle. I know it's a little bit on the easy side, but being able to heal your team without having to actually leave the gym and reset the puzzle is definitely a nice little change of pace there. So he's going to work his way back up the ladder, and we'll see what ends up happening. He's got to hit these buttons, man. Commentating this guy trying to get through the gym is definitely a bit of a struggle. But, you know, like I said, I said in my last video that Nintendo's presentation was kind of a bummer, but I want to clarify that for anyone who saw the earlier video. Nintendo's presentation was amazing, by the way. It was amazing. The Pokemon presentation was a bit of a bummer, but saved, in my opinion, by the fact that we got two brand new Pokemon, Impidimp and Yamper. So the fact that we get two new Pokemon today is a big win. Some might say that I'm just ungrateful, but no, I'm excited for Sword and Shield, man. I'm very excited. I mean, I play Pokemon every day, so if anyone's gonna be excited, it's me, right? And I'm sure you guys are pumped as well. So let me know in the comment section below, which Pokemon do you like the most? Do you like Impidimp or do you like Yamper in terms of those? And actually, why don't we just look at all the Pokemon that have been revealed for Sword and Shield so far? For me, I would say my favorite so far is probably, I love Dreadnought's design. I really, really do hope that Dreadnought is going to be a Pokemon that evolves. I really do, because that'd be really sick. I think it's funny how they made the demo confined to the gym. That way, you couldn't get anything that they didn't want you to see, right? Like, you're stuck inside the gym. You can't see anything they don't want you to see. And the gym mission is cleared. So you do have to clear these little missions, which is what the leak actually told us. So this guy has cleared the mission, which was to get through this. The gym mission for the first one is rumored to be, wow, that's so cool. And then you get to walk into the stadium, dude. That's so sick. I can't wait to see this cutscene. This is so cool. This is super duper cool. And there is the water type gym leader, Nessa, who's got a phenomenal design. I definitely feel like over the last couple games, they've made more of an effort to make the gym leaders, I don't know, younger, and at least a few of them. You know, I think of, when I go back to Sun and Moon, I think of like Mallow and Lana, and then Olivia, and in terms of the Poke girls, now in this game we have Sophia and Nessa, and she's got that strut. Let me tell you, she's gonna walk back and she's gonna send out her Dreadnought, and they're gonna do some Dynamaxing. We're gonna see Dynamaxing in full force here. Nessa, she had a dive ball in the trailer. I don't know why she has a Pokeball here. Oh, wow. That leg kick was wild. She's going to send out a Goldeen. Maybe the dive ball is for her Dreadnought, which is a really cool little touch, I think. And we're going to see the straight up Dynamax showing it off. You're strong to have made it this far, but I won't be going easy on you. Oh my goodness. And Sabo, what is it going to do? I mean, I'm assuming you're going to just swap right into Grookey. Yeah, here comes Grookey. Surprised that the trainer decided to not use Korbinite, but hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of Korbinite here. Some of the other Pokemon. I mean, Grookey's cool and all, though. Grookey looks really good. I mean, the game in general just looks really good. Here comes a Horn Attack. So that's a pretty lame attack there. There's a level 50 Goldeen. Let's see a nice, he's going to go for the Dynamax and the Max Overgrowth on his Grookey. Let's take a look at this Dynamaxing here. The girl sprite looks awesome, by the way, in her stadium uniform. We're going to see that big Premier Volleyball get chucked up in the air. The stadium's going to go wild as this Grookey decides to absolutely blow up. Oh my god, talking about this right now makes me so excited to commentate Pokemon in the future, by the way. I can just see it now, like, commentating over the Dynamaxing. And the trainer sends out his Grookey. He's going to go for the big Dynamax play, get that Max Overgrowth, and fire off some massive seeds to hit that Goldeen, which is going to be defenseless to that onslaught of Grass-type power. Goldeen, of course, being a Water-type, is going to go down from that big hit, and Nessa is going to be left with just one other Pokemon. Grass is going to grow and cover the battlefield. We've seen that these Dynamax attacks have actually extra bonuses. We saw earlier in Arcanine turn Drought onto the field. We saw Steelix make it Sandstorm. That's some pretty crazy stuff, by the way. But he's going to keep it out. Here comes the Dreadnought. And Dreadnought, of course, is going to have to deal with that grassy terrain. I'm assuming that's grassy terrain. Love the animation for it, by the way. You can see the little leaves kind of flying up. And all my dude has to do is click Max Overgrowth again, but Dreadnought is gonna Dynamax as well. We're gonna see this thing get big boy status, and I'm actually curious if Dreadnought, which is a rock and water type Pokemon, can live a Max Overgrowth from a Dynamax Grookey, which is gonna hit it 4 times super effective. Dreadnought looking real powerful here, and we're gonna find out right now. That thing looks sick. I know people think that the Dynamaxing is a little bit cheesy. Well, it's faster than Grookey, so that's interesting. It's definitely faster than Grookey. I know some people think the Dynamax is kind of cheesy, but he's actually going to change the battlefield, I believe, and kick up a Sandstorm. Look at that. So the grassy terrain should stay in play, though, I would imagine. It looks like it did, because weather and terrain is different. So this could completely change the landscape of competitive Pokemon, by the way. If you can Dynamax in competitive Pokemon, and you can change the weather and the terrain by Dynamaxing, that is going to allow other Pokemon to take advantage of those different effects. That is pretty wild. This Grookey, like, the implications are crazy. Like, they're actually crazy. But Gym Leader Nessa goes down. She seems to be a little bit distraught by that. She had some confidence in her team, but she was washed away. You get 6K for winning that. And that seems to be the demo there. So, regardless of who won, it was an excellent. Now that I battle you, I think I understand. I can see the hold. You hold the potential of a true trainer. And this demo is about to come to a close, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this demo. It was really, really awesome. We see the water badge or whatever it's called, and you can see it kind of fill up a ring, which seems kind of interesting. Very interesting. And yeah, man, let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. Feel free to check out Seb's channel in the description below as well. And that is going to be that for me, guys. That is that, man. What a crazy demo. That was nuts. Very, very cool. Lots of information for Sword and Shield coming on the channel. So be sure to... Oh, we got PK Sparks playing in the background right now. What's up, PK? We got plenty of stuff coming up on the channel, so make sure you guys are subscribed. I'm going to get the heck out of here. Have an awesome rest of your day. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.